The transfer portal has officially come to a close in college football, so here are the top 10 biggest transfer portal windows. We're starting at number 10 with Wisconsin. The Badgers got after it early and often in this portal window, getting a quarterback in Colton Joseph, rebuilding their backfield, and shoring up the trenches. This team should be much improved next year. Houston quietly got after it in the portal after a very successful year 2 under Willie Fritz. They landed a ton of high-impact group of 5 guys that can instantly make an impact for the Cougars this season. Trent Walker, one of my favorites they added, a receiver from Oregon State. As expected, Texas made some massive splashes in the portal, landing the best wide receiver available in Cam Coleman and a pair of elite running backs in Raleek Brown and Hollywood Smothers. They are going to be set up for a really deadly offensive attack next year. It's no secret what Virginia Tech did this offseason. They went and raided Penn State's roster, getting all of James Franklin's former players to follow him to Blacksburg. It was extremely successful for them. Despite some early unfounded doubt in John Summerall as the head coach at Florida, he went out and absolutely crushed it in the portal, landing a ton of players like wide receiver Eric Singleton Jr., in addition to a ton of Georgia Tech players that followed their OC Buster Faulkner to the Gators. You might as well call Oklahoma State the North Texas Cowboys. They hire Eric Morris from North Texas, and he brings basically all of his players with him, including Drew Mestemaker, some of his top targets in the offense. This attack, especially offensively, should be nasty this year. Lane Kiffin has always been a killer in the portal, and that was no different this offseason. He landed the number 1 quarterback in Sam Levitt, several top wide receiver targets in Eugene Wilson and Jace Brown, as well as several of his former players from Ole Miss. Texas A&M may have reeled in the most underrated portal class because much like their head coach, it wasn't anything flashy. Outside of Isaiah Horton, who made some headlines, they were landing defensive ends, interior defensive linemen, interior offensive linemen, linebackers, cornerbacks, nothing that's going to make headlines, but stuff that is absolutely going to shore up this roster. Indiana is terrifying, and the rest of the Big Ten should be scared because the Hoosiers just went out and landed everybody they want. It's telling that they got most of their targets in the first couple of days of the portal being open. They are a top destination now. But the number 1 transfer portal winner has to be Texas Tech. Money talks, and the Red Raiders showed that. They get one of the top quarterbacks in the portal. They shored up that defensive front. It should be elite once again. They get a linebacker in Austin Romaine. They added a ton of huge pieces that will help them be a contender once again next season.